Welcome to the Wyoming State Library Database of the Month, Biography in Context. Biography in Context is a portal to nearly 1 million biographical entries. We'll begin here at gowild.net, and I'm going to select alphabetically to go into Biography in Context. Here on Biography in Context page, you'll see that you have a basic search box, of course, at the top. Here in the center, it'll rotate through or spotlight 5 different people. And below that, you'll find categories. These categories will include 3 people, and you'll notice it will indicate if they've added somebody new. To see all of those, we'll look at View More, and we'll do that here in a minute. On the right-hand side, you'll see they always have a featured video and featured news items. At the very top, you'll also see that you can sign in to Google Docs, which I've done, or sign into Microsoft. For more about that, if you click on More and go to the Help, you'll see that they've included tip sheets for those. You'll also see on the Help page that there's information about Biography in Context, some webinars, some search tips, and then on the right-hand side, you'll see that they have how to make an outline, how to organize a report, things like that, flyers that you can print out and use with your instruction. I'm going to click on Biography in Context and come back here to the main page. And I'm going to scroll down. And under the categories, I'm going to select Notable Women. As we're in the months where we celebrate Black history and women's history, I'm going to scroll down then and select Claudette Colvin. Here when you get to a topic page or people page, as they call it in Biography in Context, you'll see that we have an overview essay. Below that, we'll have a variety of content. You'll have featured content, biographies, news items, and if available, you'll have images, audio, academic journals, magazines, etc. On the right, below the content, you'll see that you have a fact box. And you can click on More Facts just to get some quick information about the person you're studying. Back here at the top, I'm going to click on View More to go into the essay page. You'll see some basic information. At the very top, you'll see where this content is coming from, the date of the content, and you'll also notice you'll have a circle, a box, or a square. That will indicate the content level. This particular one is intermediate content. I'm going to scroll through. You can see they divide it into categories or paragraphs. At the bottom, you'll find further readings and your source citation. Back up at the top on the right, you'll also see that there's a citation tool where you can change your citation format, download that citation information, or export it. You can also email, download, print, save, and share, and we'll come back to these highlights and notes. It also has a basic translate button. So let's use our highlights and notes. If we're looking through this particular article and I want to save this paragraph, I highlight it with my cursor. When I lift up, I can highlight, add notes. I'm going to click highlight, which lets me select a color. Then I want to add some notes, and I'm going to do Black history, and I'm going to save that. Notice here under my highlights and notes, it now says I have 1. If I scroll down, you'll see that I can do more. So if I, again, hold my cursor, pick it up, highlight, and I can select my color again. And add my note. Okay, so now let's go back up. You'll see that we have 2 highlights and notes, and we'll deal with those here after we've looked at a few more articles. At the top above the name of my person, I can click on Topic and go back to all of my information. I'm going to look at featured content now, and always notice that there's a number next to the content type to make sure I'm seeing all of them. I'm going to select this From Footnote to Fame, from the New York Times in 2009. Our person search terms are highlighted. We can again use our highlighting. The other thing that we can do that's really great in these in context databases, up here under listen, where in addition to be able to listen to this document, if I go over here and click on the gear, you'll see that under enhanced text visibility, if I turn that on and now close this and hit my play button,
Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat to a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama. She wrote her way into history books, credited with helping to ignite the civil rights movement.
You'll see that for those that have some vision issues, not only can they listen to it, but they'll get this highlighted text, enhanced and highlighted text at the bottom. I'm going to go back to our topic. So again, you can look at other content. Rather than scrolling down, you can also select here from your contents list. I'm going to go back to our main page. And let's use the basic search box. And I'm going to start typing my search. Biography in Context has a search assist. And notice it has suggested some names. Some are bold and some are not in bold. The bold will indicate that it has a topic page or a person page like we looked at with Claudette Colvin. If they're not bolded, it will return a regular results list. And we'll look at both of these as we work through this webinar. I'm going to select Sonia Henney. And again, we've got our overview page, our people page. Content type on the right-hand side. This time I'm going to go straight to some content. And again, I want to do some of my highlighting. So I'm going to highlight with my cursor. When I let go, I can highlight that. And I'm going to put this one now under Olympics, put that as my note. And go back to my topic. So let's take a look at some other things that you can do now back on the main page. In addition to our search box and selecting a name from our categories, we do have the ability to do an advanced search. In the advanced search, we can limit it to full text or peer-reviewed. We can limit to content type, content level, so that's the box, the circle, and the triangle that indicate basic, intermediate, advanced. And we can also do a lexile range. So I want to do a search where we compare a basic search and an advanced search. So I'm going to begin here in the basic search box. In the basic search, it searches the first paragraph and the title. Because I want to keep those two words together, those two names together, I am putting them in quotes, and let's search for that. Here you see that there isn't a people page, a topic page, but a standard results list. You'll see on the right-hand side that I have 32 biographies, 35 magazines, 32 academic journals. So now I want to go into advanced search, do my same search, but this time, rather than keyword, which it defaults to in the basic search, I want to search the entire document. Now you'll see I have quite a few more results on my list, and I just want to put those side by side. And you can see here was my keyword search, again, first paragraph in the title, and these are the numbers that it returned. Then this is the entire document. And now look at how many more results I have. So it's always good if you're not getting what you think you should be getting, or you're not getting as many as you'd like, always look at that advanced search and maybe search the entire document. Let's go back to the main page and look at our last searching type, and that's going to be here called Browse People. Here they've taken all the people that they've created pages for and put them under specific categories. The first one you're always presented with is the new or updated. If you click on the drop-down menu for the categories, you'll see that they've been organized in a lot of different subject areas. So I'm going to scroll down. Since it's also that time of year, I'm going to select Winter Olympics. So here's all the people that they have created pages for under the category of Winter Olympics. You may find people in more than one category. You'll see that they've added a new person here, and I'm going to select Shaun White. So again, we've got our overview essay and then all our content type there on the right-hand side. Again, we've got all our information about them in this overview. At the very top, it tells you where this content is coming from. I'm going to highlight this one, put a note, and again, I'm going to put this in my Olympics category and save that. I'm going to go back to the topic and this time scroll down and take a look that they do have images and videos and audio. A lot of these audio are from National Public Radio. The images, always make sure to click on the categories so you can see all the images. And they have the citation information. Again, on the right-hand side, I can email, download, print, save, share. Okay, I'm going to go back out again. And I'm going to go to More. And under More, we did look at Help. There's also a search history if you've put items in a folder, and my highlights and notes. Here are my highlights and notes. So I have the document, whatever my note was, and this time I chose to put it in categories. There's my Olympics, Black History, and there may be items I did not put a note from past searches because I'm logged in to my Google Docs. So now, those are all saved to my Google Drive. And you'll see the ones I've put in before. I just want to show what it looks like. So here it saved my highlights, and it saved the entire document for me into my Google Docs. I'm going to go back to my main page here. Download these right to my Google Docs, but I can also, just like my articles, I can get my citation tools. Now, if you're not logged in to your Google Docs, they'll need to print out the article and then print out the highlights and notes. Those will have to be separate items. I'm going to go back to gowild.net. This time I'm going to access it here under Biography in our subject areas. You'll notice Biography in Context plus a few others that contain biographies. On the top right, we also have a button that says More Help on this topic. Here you'll find a LibGuide to the biography resources in gowild.net. You'll see the databases, webinars, and then some additional resources, including information for Biography in Context. And here's a nice tip sheet you can use. I'm going to go back to my slides. For this month of February, Gail Sengage, who produces Biography in Context, is highlighting 28 days of hidden figures for Black History Month. If you go to support.gail.com, you'll be able to access banners, press releases, scavenger hunts, but you will have to use our Wyoming location ID. We've also created some marketing campaigns each month, and this month happens to be highlighting President's Day, and here's a flyer that you can use that also highlights Gale databases as well as Britannica Library. So let's go take a look at the home page of support.gale.com. Notice I've already signed in with our location ID, and I'm going to go to Product Support Black History Month. And here you'll see all the banners, social media posts, and on the left you'll see I can select Scavenger Hunts. So here's a scavenger hunt using these 28 days of hidden figures. And the other page is the answers. So this is a great way to either work with your students or work with staff on just practicing with a specific database, programming you might be doing in the library. So I hope you'll explore this amazing resource to discover more about contemporary and historical figures, to learn about the challenges, motivations, and failures. Thanks for joining in. Bye now.